close, but way off.
Oh my God.
We're back at it like back acne. Let's go.
Back acne. Do you ever have that?
No, it's just a lyric I heard from Don Tripp. Back at it like back acne. Ain't no way to get rid of me.
Yeah, it's
That's a
hard.
fun line
You need
there.
a girl or a
pop?
guy if you're.
If you're one of your fucking commercial characters.
Is your girl into that? They just let me pop. Let me increase your pain. Let me just hit you up with some pain.
I'm not making her day if I asked her to pop something.
Oh, okay.
Some girls really like the pop. You know, Dr.
Yeah.
Papa Pimple, Pimple Pop, the whole thing, right?
Pimple pop, pimple titty.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Pimple Popper?
Yeah.
I feel like
Sometimes I'll watch a couple and then I'm like, what am I doing?
if you say Pimple Popper too many times, you're going to end up saying a slur in the end.
Pimple popper.
Pippy Pooper or fucking...
Or you're gonna go cross-eyed just repeating it too much.
Yeah. Strong start. I like that. Strong start. What's popping? You like this new setup, boys?
I
Your
do
boys
like
been
it
in here
a lot.
taping
I
and
do
shit.
like, yeah. What? Yeah. Well, I
Kinda
saw this
feng
tape
shui.
job at the little the duck.
You like that?
I don't like the visual, but then I was like, that's not even in. It's never going to be in the shot.
This is the best part about this framing is you got no lower body in it.
Dude,
I don't know if
you're all upper body.
I'm all upper body.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
all upper body. As you guys are looking at me, you can appreciate that a man could. He likes the upper half. You know what I mean?
You ever feel weird about your legs? You ever look at your legs? You're like, fuck.
Well, I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes
Especially at the beach.
well, because a bodybuilder's shape is so specific,
It's that pear shit.
or it's
V.
just carved right, and I don't have that.
You're not a bodybuilder.
That's a bodybuilder though. It's a
But
comic
I walk around in life with the mentality that I'm a bodybuilder.
I'm a body. That
I'm a
you're
bodybuilder.
a fucking Irish
Yeah, for some
impersonator.
I'm a illiterate bodybuilder.
Yo, you told us off. All right,
I'm an illiterate
I don't know where he was going. I don't know where he was
bodybuilder.
going with that. So, motherfucking Pacino.
Oh my
still
God.
got it, huh?
He's an
Still
illiterate
strong in the
bodybuilder.
nuts.
He built another body inside a lady.
29 years old. Bring up his girlfriend. Al
Bring up
Pacino.
his face, dude.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? How old is he? He's got to be 80.
No, he's not in the 80s.
What?
I think he's 72 or something like that.
No.
Maybe even 69.
No, he's not. He's 83. Dude.
Holy shit. Al Pacino's 83?
He's starting out a grandfather with a baby.
Whoa, man. That makes you fucking think that Biden is just fucking falling apart, huh? Goddamn.
It's interesting because you've been famous so long that you get every image of, like, look at him.
Whoa, Noor.
Horrible.
Oh, it's an Arab chick, too.
Horrible.
Noor Al Fala. Expecting first baby to go. Yo, go to Noor Al Fala. Let's look up. Who
Dude,
is
you
this
could
chick?
say that. You could repeat that.
Noor Al Fala. Noor Al Fala.
That sounds like the
Al
best.
Pacino.
That sounds like the best spread at Rabba you could ever find.
Yeah, we're out of hummus and Baba Ganoush bought. We just got our new batch of Noor Al Fala.
Oh, delicious. I'll take 5.
We'll take 2 of those. Yeah.
No, shut up. I want 5.
Gee. Oh, so what's
Who
her
is
deal?
this? Oh,
she's just a hottie.
Yeah, she just wants to pop off. What's her
What's
creds?
her
known
situation?
for? Produce. Okay, yeah.
Oh, she's been producing.
You want to see
producing
actor
those
at the top.
nuts
I
in
mean,
that.
I don't know her goals, but whatever. You ever judge somebody based on your personal experience? You're like,
Constantly.
oh, 2 producer, yeah, 2 producer credits. What a loser.
What a bitch.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is here,
Billy
he's been
Knight.
famous so long, you get every image of how you've ever looked, and this is the worst he's ever looked.
I know. Man.
Look at this.
What are you gonna do? But Paul McCartney's
What are you gonna
pushing
do?
it even harder though.
He's got money, man. If you got money, what are you doing?
McCartney's he's knocking him up like constantly at this age, right? Doesn't Paul
Yeah.
McCartney have mad like
I don't
kids with?
even know who that is.
You don't know
You
Paul
know
McCartney?
Paul McCartney?
From Wings? I
From
didn't
the
say
Beatles.
Yeah, I know.
From
It was
Wings.
Wings afterwards.
Yeah, it was.
He's like the oldest, most famous singer-songwriter, one of
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
He's just a white guy with talent, dude.
Crazy. Yeah.
But
crazy.
basically, what happened was
They're ex-rock stars. So they
John
like,
Lennon-
pull them up. Paul
John
McCartney
Lennon, Paul
girlfriends.
McCartney, Ringo Starr, and oh my god,
Ringo Starr, man. I never
Ringo
knew
Starr's the
anything about him.
drummer. Paul
Yeah.
McCartney. There's one other guy.
Okay,
There's one
I've
other
seen,
guy.
I've seen
Paul
this guy
McCartney.
before.
He's
He's
famous.
80.
He's famous for like Super Bowl halftime show performances and shit like that.
Wow, that's crazy that Paul McCartney from the Beatles is younger than Al Pacino. That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
From the Beatles. Let's see, type in Paul McCartney girlfriends. Or
Who-
baby mama.
Yeah, imagine.
Baby mama drama.
Maybe mom or girlfriends, because we might get different results.
Baby mama.
You know what's weird though? If there were no
That's what I call
laws,
an executive decision right there.
if there were no laws, if it wasn't like, yeah, you can't date, like you gotta, a certain age limit, these dudes would be just dating.
Oh, absolutely. Meet the
Teens.
Beatles frontmans. 5 kids, that's not bad. Dude, that's how it used to be back in the day. They'd have like, I forget what rock band it was, but they had like 15-year-old groupies just in the vans or in the tour buses with them.
It's so-
no questions
Probably
asked.
this
Yeah.
band.
Huh?
That's probably this band.
I don't think it was the Beatles. It was more like fucking Judas Priest and these guys.
You know what's weird? I might be of the three of us here, I might be the odd one out on this, but I've never been attracted to a teen girl.
Not even when you're a teenager.
Imagine what I say next. All the viewers and listeners, all they hear is beep. Like, oh my God.
Well, no, the only time I was ever attracted to a teen girl was when I was myself a teen boy.
That sounds like a fucking great lawyer's defense.
Yeah.
Your Honor, there was interest in words exchange. However, it was before his 18th birthday, and the records do show it.
He was also 15, Your Honor. But like legit, have you ever
Bring
been
that
like
sexy little. I mean, that
when you were 25? I'm pretty sure Austin Matthews. This is unconfirmed on the record, but I'm pretty sure Austin Matthews had a thing for the younger ladies. But he was younger himself.
That's the hockey player.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're probably killing it from. Because if you were Austin Matthews, he's one of the best hockey players right now, right?
I mean, he's good. Yeah, he's top. He's a top 10 in the league right now.
So hockey is one of those things where that means that in his little league, like he's been the top guy for 10 years in every level, because you don't just like get to the big league and get good. They're always the fucking like, they're the studs in the sports up until they get there. So I think that's like kind of like he's at a buffet from a young age and now he's of age and he's like, man, but that earlier buffet was
Being fed.
Yeah, he's just fucking.
In a
Jared
hotel
is
room.
just thinking about him.
His seat,
from
his
behind,
feet are up on a ottoman.
chilling.
The thing is with me, I can't get around like with guys. You can talk to like a 14-year-old, 15-year-old boy the same way you talk to like a 25-year-old. You can be like, hey,
Yeah, it's great.
but with a girl, not the case. So if you're like,
I'm not talking to a
83
lot of 14-year-old girls.
That's
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying.
In fact, 14-year-old girls are. You can talk to them as adults even easier than the boys.
I think that's why Pacino got tricked.
Like if you are talking about if
No,
you have a
but she's
niece,
14.
a niece who's 14 and a nephew's 14, I think it's easier to talk to the niece.
Yeah.
But a random like kid who's just playing ball, I think because we have all this fear. Like, what are people? You know what I mean? If you communicate with your niece, you're not like, what if someone drives by? Why am I? You don't have these.
Yeah.
You're not doing this math of pedophile math, right? But like,
Pedophile math's tough.
I went to
It's like
I
long
biked
division.
to a freaking I biked to this little park nearby that has pull-up bars. I go do a couple pull-ups and I just fucking get out of there. And this kid,
Of course you do.
little kid
What
next
the-
to me. Yeah, I'm working on that top half of the camera. Yeah,
Just do a
I don't
couple
like all these
pull-ups.
shadows that are happening. By the way, this is my lighting setup. This is what happens. But this
It looks
fucking-
good.
This kid next to me was trying to jump up, and he couldn't reach it. And he looked at me. He's like, "Ah," and he's shirtless, right? And my hands are sweating, and I'm like. Yeah, I just fucking. He kind of looked at me and I turned my back. I'm like, I'm not about to grab your little body with my sweaty hands,
Dude.
Leave my fucking. Probably touch a nipple at some
You
point.
got you got the wettest set of hands in the West.
You ever heard drip or drown?
Yeah, no.
I decided to drip. Let's just say
How
that.
do you even grab up
Put
onto
up
the
drip
bar?
or drown?
How do you even
you
grab
talk
up
about
onto the bar?
sauce? You talk about sauce? You talk about drip, bro. I made drip way before it was a thing. Trust me.
You mean the sweat from your hands?
Hit it.
Gonna drip or drown.
I thought you of all people would have had like a high level ad blocker.
A high level, yeah, like
You know what I mean?
On my
in the van
personal
shit.
account. This
Dude, the
this
worst is when I'm around my engineering friends and an ad pops up.
And they're like, how did this happen?
I'm like, I have all the ad blocks. You
Yeah.
can't block them all yet.
No, you need like AI.
Yeah, I got what grand on my dummy up.
Who is this? Surviving on Dreams. Shout out.
Up it, up it, up it.
Shout out to Surviving on Dreams.
This
is what's playing as you walk away. You're like,
Woo! We're gonna have to cut this for the YouTube video, though.
Oh my god.
We riding foreigns and no more.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
all
sick.
That's
sick.
drip or drown
So
right there.
that is what you think of when you are nervous and your hands are sweating uncontrollably?
It's heat as well. It's not
Okay.
just nerves. I attributed a lot of it to nerves, but a lot of it's heat. A lot of Sudani people are like people that I would say have no anxiety.
Yeah.
More clammy.
Okay.
It might be an African.
Dude,
like,
you might have just
heat
given
thing.
you just might have given nervous people like a will to live. I doubt nervous people are going
turn
to
into close, but way
drip.
off. Drip and drowning and drowning and dripping. And every day we are taking clips and clipping.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's popping?
Let's make it specifically ethnic, so only a small portion of people.
I
can
did it for
join.
200 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember the immigrant section?
I remember that. Yeah.
That's where this it was right here.
How do you feel about that? You feel nice to have moved on?
I like when people go like, yo, I always listen to the immigrant section. Like, what's the last episode? I'm like, it's done. Well, what? When? I'm like,
you're like baiting them.
Fucking yeah.
You're like, hey, you guys listen to the immigrant section? Oh,
Yeah.
no, you don't. It's over.
It's over.
We're not friends anymore either.
I feel great to have ended it, to be honest.
Why?
Because I'm a big fan of The Simpsons, and I feel like had they ended The Simpsons at like a season 20 or something like that, because now it's just this existing fucking cash cow that can't die. They gotta figure. You know what I mean? The quality hits the ground, but the money keeps. Luckily, the immigrant section had no money, so it was just like a
immigrant
laziness.
section wasn't a cash cow.
Not at all.
Okay.
But I didn't want to keep going until I was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing an episode.
Dude, remember when you had it? You had it on Sonar.
Yeah.
Wasn't? Yeah, that could be
The
good.
Sonar Network, way early on.
Yeah,
but
dude.
then I had Ben Bankus on the podcast.
Yeah.
Remember? I don't know if I told you how. They go, yeah, he's a known hate speech guy, so we went ahead and removed the episode. And I was
okay.
like, oh,
Wow.
peace to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, immediately give me everything back. And it was a nightmare to, like, get episodes because they're still under them and all this shit. But don't ever tell me, oh, you know that conversation you recorded and did the video and everything?
Yeah, 100% of your work.
We took it down. We did you a favor and went ahead and took it down. That's like that Alex Jones bullshit. Like he's not a good guy, so no to like get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna have on whoever I want to have on.
It's also like no one controls anything. Like you obviously don't want to be saying crazy wild shit, and I'm sure
He did. He said wild shit, but it was a conversation. I didn't just let him say it.
And
was
it's
like,
people that go to your show to listen to that. Like they know what they're going in for with people. You know, it's weird how. You see it even when I work in a corporate job. You see it a lot there because there's like media and stuff attached to it. Like people think a certain way because they know that's how you should think.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you're like,
Groupthink.
I wonder if you actually feel like that.
Oh, it's definitely not that though.
Yeah.
You know, definitely not that. Like sometimes it's the HR people who train you on like the new age shit that you're like, yo, I want to see your fucking search history. I want to be a fly on the wall at home. You're not any of this.
You're
shit.
like a real
person.
I know you're a real person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's even not even like you might be into some illicit shit. You're not just a real person, but you're espousing all this like, guys, harassment happens. You know what I mean? You're like, I think you're on 4chan a lot. Something tells me you're on 4chan a lot.
Corporate environments are weird, man. They always kind of like let you know who they are through like jokes or private moments. It's almost like they have like a mask on, and then when they're like in the elevator by themselves, like,
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
I took up on my dick.
By the way, you think I'm sweating now? You should have seen me when I was in a corporate
Engineering?
environment. When I went to Chrysler in Auburn Hills, CTC, Chrysler Technical Center, shout out, 12,000 employees, whatever the fuck.
Boom, boom.
Second biggest building under one roof in America, second only to the Pentagon. Bro, I would sweat buckets the second I walked in there.
What? Yeah, high security.
It's not high security. It's just like, I'm here. This is like the whole reason I'm here. I'm in a pure corporate entity, like the most, like 12,000. God knows how many employees.
Yeah.
They all just have a number. It feels like a massive high school. That, you know what I mean? Like that's like your rival school or some shit.
What did you engineer?
Fuel tanks. Well, me specifically, urea tanks. DEF.
Urea.
Urea. You know DEF? Diesel
No.
exhaust fluid?
Oh shit.
Oh, let me teach you. Let me put
So,
you on some
is this-
DEF.
is this why
You've
you,
never heard of AdBlue?
Could you have been a mechanic?
Nah, I mean, I wanted to be like, but I was like, you know, like hierarchical stuff. I was like, oh, but the engineer is higher than the mechanic. But if you're talking
Well, they
about
are,
truly what
yeah.
I cared about, I would have been happier as a mechanic than an engineer.
So, dude, I mean, we've talked about this a lot on the podcast, but like,
And we'll do it right now.
You pretty much want to be in the Fast and Furious reboot,
Oh, dude, I would love it.
dude. Wow.
I would love it if it's like if they gave me a backstory like, yo, this guy was fucking top of his class in MIT, then he disappeared. Dude, it's always that. He was top of his class, and then I have an anime scar that goes just over the eye.
Your current scar, they'll just be like, let's extend it
Extend
to
it.
the eye, through the eye. You know what I mean?
Promote that, man.
Damn,
Dude, I would love
What would you
that
drive
shit.
in? What would you drive in Fast and Furious?
Like, is it now with like is it the current trajectory of the
Pull
the
up
thing?
the first one. Let's say what we would drive in each of the movies, based on what's available.
Type in R34 Skyline Godzilla. That's what I would.
Skyline Godzilla. What's that about?
I like that.
R34 Skyline Godzilla.
I think I'm torn between like I want to be the muscle car dude.
Yeah,
But
and
I
go
also
Oh, this is Paul Walker's.
This is the car.
This is the car. Remember?
This is Too
yeah, but-
Fast, Too Furious.
do you remember
But there's
Need
a
for
black
Speed?
one. There's a black one called God. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's
How
beautiful.
sexy is this motherfucker right here?
They should keep making those. I don't know why they don't.
They didn't let him into Canada forever because they're
Too wild.
Their exhaust specs, they block all these high performance cars that are Japanese.
Yeah.
Because they have to be 15 years and older because then they get a relaxed exhaust spec that they have to meet. So that's why you never saw this car in Canada for a long time. Now you can, but no one's really on this shit anymore that much. And if you are, God bless you. Keep doing it. Send in pics.
I think I would drive in the first one. I'd be the Honda 2000.
S2000?
Yeah.
Yo, go to that part where what's his name? What's the Asian guy's name? FBI came in my house.
Oh yeah, Johnny Tran.
Disrespected my family. I love that part.
Johnny Tran.
I'm not a snitch. And he fucking hits him. Johnny Tran?
Yeah, that one had such a story. That first one.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. It's no space. It's actually the family thing really was a thing. The family angle was pure. They're barbecuing and shit.
So
Like
yeah,
that's me.
That's you.
that's the S2000 right
I'm the
there.
S2000. Who are you?
I'd be the Supra. I'm biased.
Yeah,
I'm the
there you
98
go.
Supra. Yeah.
You ever
None of
seen
us
that
pick
video,
muscle.
Super from Hell?
No.
Super from Hell? YouTube. It's like old and it's like short, but it's like, yeah.
What does it do? Is just
It just flies
From Hell?
away. Yeah, that first one.
Supra from hell.
Yeah, look.
Dude, Toyota. I went down a rabbit hole of just cars and Toyota cars and shit.
Yeah.
They sold the most Corollas. They've sold the most Corollas of all time.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Toyota's just a wild. I was watching this this video that shows you all the car sales over time and like how it's passed. Some of these companies had like 16 million cars sold, and then the company just folds.
Yeah, because it's not profitable if you don't do it right. Watch this. Listen to the turbos.
Oh my god, the hell is that?
That's twin turbo right.
Jesus!
Oh my god!
Imagine
I
being in
love
there,
that
your
shit.
chest is
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
folded to the.
So what car would you drive? I'm the Supra, but
This is like R34 Skyline. If it's
Skyline.
in this type of world,
Second one, I would be like, you know what? Give me a muscle car. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's a lot less. I would go a Dodge
Charger.
RT Charger.
RT, not even SRT.
Yeah, fuck the S.
Like I don't want the highest.
I don't want
you
the
know?
S. I
Get
just
the
want the-
fucking Hellcat,
Give me the
dog.
sedan.
Take the Hellcat.
I need groceries in here.
Oh man, God, dude. You know, this reminds me a long time ago. Me and my brother, when we would watch movies, every now and then my dad would like come home from like driving cab, and he'd like just like usually go to bed, but sometimes he would fucking just start chilling on the couch, and whatever we're watching. We had a technique where, remember VHS, if you forwarded, it would show it, but if you press stop and then forward, it would be the blue screen.
Yeah.
Really fast forward. So anytime like a sex thing was clearly about to happen, one of us would click stop, like, oh, I'm going to get water. And then the other one would fast forward while it's, and then one time my dad goes like, la, press play. And my brother's like, I gotta go to bed. He's like, stay.
He's like, no,
And
no,
they
no.
just have like a fucking
Moment.
like moment. He's just fucking so angry
Watch
at us.
this.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were so scared. We couldn't witness any sexual thing in the presence of a family.
What's funny is back then they had no idea, like there was no information. Because now you just
PG-14.
now you can just formulate a personality a few hours on the internet. But like back in the day, your parents were just like, oh, I guess this is a good time for me to wing it.
Yeah,
on the sex talk.
I never had the sex talk.
I
And they
had
wouldn't
like
sign any of the permission slips. So it was like very like, and then the first time it went from that to like 24, my mom was like, marriage. It's like,
Yeah.
how are babies made? I
What's
mean, I
it-
figured it, I pieced it together. Thanks a lot. But
What's with the permission slips? Like, what did you need permission for?
sex ed.
Oh my god.
So they wouldn't give you the talk and they wouldn't, and
you
you
get
had to
educated.
leave the class
Yeah.
during the talk.
Imagine that's like why you like can't. You're not gonna good.
That's why I sweat.
That's why you're like bad in
That's
bed.
why I sweat.
I'm bad in bed because no one ever you know.
They
helped.
didn't teach me.
They didn't teach me. I learned
didn't
it.
learn.
I learned
Like-
it at 28.
Exactly. You think, and you still think that's what they teach in VIP? They're like, hold the small of the back in it. I wasn't in the class.
Man, that's so funny. No permission slips.
Did they give you a sex talk?
It was like more like suggestively, and my dad's also like always makes jokes, so everything was like very sarcastic. So I think that's why I'm like that, because one time in school they taught us about like vagina.
Nice.
And they said a vulva.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, Dad, what's a vulva? And he goes, oh, it's a red car.
Yeah.
Because a Volvo.
He goes, the safest car on the road, son.
Safest car on the road. And he's like, it's a Volvo. And I'm like, oh, that's... Now I look back, that's so funny. Yeah. But he just like let me believe that.
And I bet you he's still laughing from this day. Just a small snicker.
And I would always say, like when I was older, I was like, oh, it's a red car, like for years. And people are like, what are you talking about?
Did you watch the Earthquake, his special on Netflix?
Tsunami?
Yeah,
our boy
exactly.
Tsunami?
Fucking, what was it? Fucking...
Fissure? Our boy Fissure?
Yeah. Rock slide. Yeah. Tornado, lightning tornado.
Yeah.
That whole bit he has about how kids aren't made like they used to be, that bit kills me. I goes, I tell my son, like, get in the car. Wait. We about to slide, Clyde. He's like, Daddy, who's Clyde? He's like, get in the fucking car. You're Clyde. No, my name is Daddy. Get in the fucking, you stupid fuck.
It's like nothing makes sense.
Yeah, he said, my son got a concussion from falling on grass.
That's funny. Oh, my friend, I was getting my hair did the other day, and my friend said that there's like new world and old world. So like, where's the heart? Where's the heart? Where do you think the heart is?
What do you mean?
Where's the heart in your body? Don't answer, because you're my age. How old are you? Mm-hmm. How old are you?
26.
Okay, where is the heart?
It's like right here.
See, we think it's on the left side, right? We're old world, dude. So apparently, if you think the heart is in the middle,
well, it's like I'm pointing like here. It's still off to the left. But
see,
it's like, it's you think it's like up here. Like
we think it's like right here.
It's not.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's like down closer to
Pull it up. Where's
the heart actually?
So apparently, my barber.
Finally, this episode got good.
Damn.
Hey, where's the heart? Let's fucking learn some shit.
My barber was like, people that.
Yeah, see?
What the fuck?
God.
That's exactly where I pointed.
In the front of your chest. It is slightly. Okay, so it's like the Bohr diagram. Did you know you do fucking physics or chemistry?
So what I was saying to her was
the
this.
Bohr diagram of the atom.
Okay.
How it's bullshit, the circles.
Yeah, the circles.
Yes.
It's like different
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
It's actually a motherfucking cloud of probability. A probability cloud.
Yes.
That's what
Electrons. Yeah.
So it is in the damn middle.
Damn.
Okay.
There it looks exactly in the middle.
So listen to this shit. I guess and this is what my logic was. They would say to children that it's on the left because if there was an old person that their left arm or whatever, because that's obviously some of the symptoms of having a heart attack, they would just know, I think, to put it together quicker. Like,
what if the right arm is hurting?
I don't think that's what happens when
like
you
they're
have a
fine.
stroke. Yeah, you're
They're
good.
good.
If your right arm
He's
hurts,
faking it.
you're just a bitch.
You're a
just
bitch.
one arm. Is it always the left arm? Like,
I think when you have a heart attack, it's your left arm.
It's probably something related with like the
That
way
ventricle.
the shit is routed.
Yeah. Dude, that's wild though.
It's so in the center in these photos.
Where are the kidneys?
Yo, I don't want my mind blown at this point. Do we even have kidneys?
Yeah, well, no,
do they
dude.
even exist?
Dude, I have
They're here.
I have only one. You guys have two.
You have only one?
Yeah.
Did they take it out or born with one?
My body ate it.
No way.
Yeah. You want to hear the friggin' story?
I mean, nah, not really. yeah, okay,
That'd be amazing. Like, no,
we just go back to the heart.
Pacino.
Yeah.
But this is Pacino's
Go
heart
back
when
to
he was
that
20.
first tab.
So when I was a kid, I was really sick. I couldn't reproduce like white blood cells. They like thought I had leukemia cancer. I either had it, or they thought I had it, and I was really, really sick. And I think in that process as well had like a kidney either infection or something. And they don't know for sure. And then my kidney started to shrink. So when I was about 15, the doctor over tests, I would get checked every once in a while. He's like, "Oh, your kidney's like gone." So when I go and get an ultrasound, if it's like
we're gonna get a second opinion.
Yeah, if I go get an ultrasound, the lady, if she hasn't like read the file or whatever, she's there. I've seen it like a couple times. We're like, "Oh, what's going on? There's no kidney here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I only have one."
Yeah, my body ate it.
My body ate it, and my current kidney actually fucking hit the gym and is bigger than a
course,
normal.
Of course, they had to pick up the load.
I had to pick up the load. So yeah.
So you got one big ass kidney.
And I have a big liver and an enlarged spleen.
Okay, well,
I'm like,
you're bragging about your organs now. I don't know
the
why.
Miami Heat, the LeBron James Miami Heat. I got a big 3.
The spleen don't do shit though. What does the spleen even do?
I
They
don't know
take it out, don't
yeah,
they?
They do, yeah.
That's the one that explodes.
Yeah, it explodes.
I keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
Playboy.
yeah. I can't play contact sports.
Yeah, I bet you
my brother
can't.
had an enlarged spleen, and they had to like,
Remove it.
yeah,
Yeah.
drain it out.
What's the spleen supposed to actually do?
It's just a meme at this point. I don't know. Like,
Okay, so they're
So
in
many
the,
people get this shit removed.
they're in the back up here.
this is anatomy 101.
I know.
Yeah, anatomy spleen 101. I think
This
the
is fun.
spleen does
We're learning.
something. Something the spleen does. There's some shit in the body that's just like hanging out.
It has to do. It has to be from an evolutionary standpoint. It's got to be something. Yeah. Okay. Well, what does it do? Just
It's
just
like
hit
a
it with the,
Band-Aid
hit it
on
with the all.
On is that the
We're
liver?
on images right now, trying to learn. Just go.
Yeah. Is that the Band-Aid of the liver? What is that thing?
What, the spleen?
The spleen looks like it's just like duct taped
Yeah,
on
like
there.
a little parasite on a shark. The spleen has a few important functions. It fights any invading germs in the blood.
Bingo.
Okay, and it controls the level of blood cells.
Let's go.
Wait, so why do you have fucking issues with the white bloods? Because you got a big one. The spleen controls the level of white blood cells, red blood cells,
Yeah,
and
spleen
platelets.
issues, dude.
But it's big, wouldn't it?
Spleen.
This kid's got too much blood. We're gonna have to drain this kid. He's a miracle
Yeah.
for fucking blood donation. You know?
I think basically the puking or coughing up blood is like red alert.
Yeah, you're gonna say amber, but
Yeah.
close.
I mean, technically.
They're like, the kid's not lost. He's just fucked
Maple
up.
syrup alert.
You know, my guy Dante is allergic to everything in the world.
What does that mean?
I'm allergic to a lot of things. Most things like cats.
You have
dogs.
a car? Dogs. There's a dog who lives here.
Yeah.
What's he do to you?
Just like my nose gets itchy,
Son
my
of a
eyes start
bitch.
to run.
Got to give away Gunner.
I keep
take-
gunning. I
I
keep
take
it distance,
medicine.
and we keep reacting in the house.
Yeah.
This ain't his first rodeo.
Reactin's actually
Premium.
it's like a real drug. You need to just be taking it, and it lives in your system.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a one-time thing.
You can't just like Tylenol.
What?
Yeah.
You can't. My one buddy's got mild fucking allergies, and it helps him right when he pops it.
We'll tell your one buddy he's an idiot.
Might be a fucking pseudo. What's it called? Placebo.
effect?
Placebo. Is that even not even an effect?
Placebo?
What do you know now?
The placebo
No,
effect?
Yeah, is placebo
With
real? What else
with
is
Ractinin, you
real?
got to friggin' take it a bunch. Friggin' yeah.
No, the placebo effect is like if you think of something.
No, I know what the
something's-
placebo effect is. I'm saying now that the heart is in the center, what's even real? Like, what is
Oh, that-
what's what? I don't
Dude,
know.
I
I'm saying
think-
old world, new world. You just
Yeah,
went to
yeah.
the new
So
world.
what my barber was saying is this. Listen to this
only
shit.
5 years older. What the fuck?
You know
How
when
could it be that much?
You know that
difference?
experiment? It was up in Switzerland where they had this huge pipe and they were colliding neutrons and some shit.
Oh, CERN
The Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, the Hadron Collider.
Yeah.
So I guess she was telling me that this, when they friggin' smash together, that's when we got New World, Old World. So, and then I think it's just
Wait,
like,
wait. This is your barber.
What the
saying
fuck
this?
She's
does that have to
saying
do
this,
with the
yeah.
heart?
How-
Your
how-
barber?
she's
how
telling
is
me.
she
I'm
on
just
YouTube?
repeating this. Don't
Okay,
shoot the
right.
messenger.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Don't shoot the messenger. So she's saying this is when this split happened or whatever. But I think just logic tells you back in the day, people just had shit that they said. And it was just kind of the freaking law.
They're constantly adjusting, and they should be constantly adjusting. I just didn't think they're still figuring out where the heart is. I don't know why they told us that.
Yeah,
but
dude. I didn't know Dante was sitting here more intelligent than us, had more intel.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little insecure now.
A little sneaky, if you
Little
ask
bit.
me.
The Large Hadron Collider, they had like a fucking cable in a wrong place. And remember back in the day, like 4 years ago, they're like, particle found faster than the speed of light. And everyone's like, it can't be. We have to relearn physics this. And then they're like, the custodian. Oh, my bad, guys. It was the one HDMI cable. My bad. It was during cleaning hours. And then it was not faster than the speed of light.
I think it's ironic. It's always funny where they build this like amazing, impressive thing, and it just still needs like a cord in the wall.
Yeah, I mean, they're all just fucking the dryer cable, not these regular ones, you know.
There's only like a few levels of like plugging shit in.
They're like, we need a couple dryer plugs in
Yeah.
this. They don't even say volts or
It
anything.
always requires a wall plug. You know what I mean?
The Large Hadron Collider, actually, I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know if they fucking have a power plant just to run that shit. I don't even know.
What's funny also is how much work goes into the prep, and then they go and turn it on. They're like, "Oh, is this shit plugged in? Did anybody plug it in?" It's like
Yeah.
the fucking main shit that they forgot.
It's like the size of a city.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It becomes like so
Gotta go to Kentucky.
complex
that like the smallest little things
Yeah,
can like mess
lost,
it up. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like one little screw loose because they're shooting like atoms, right? So everything has to be super precise. So like even like 1 millimeter is gonna mess up the whole thing because like, you know, they're working on such a small scale.
I'm waiting for the movie where they need to send a maintenance guy into the Large Hadron Collider for whatever reason while it's running, or they send him in and someone turns it on. You know what I mean?
You
And he
didn't
goes
watch
back in
Into the
time.
Spider-Verse?
No.
No.
Do you guys remember
Well,
that?
did this happen? Exactly what I just said.
Yeah. So like,
Fuck,
is
I
it
am in the
Fisk?
old
Is it
system.
Have you watched Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Fisk. So like Wilson Fisk.
Wait. Is that the one where all three of them were there?
No,
No.
that's
That's far from. That's
Far From Home, No Way Home.
No, the
something
anime.
home.
The first animated.
Sounds
one.
like a fucking
Black
50
Spider-Man
Cent
is
album.
in the
No Way Home.
Spider-Verse, and Fisk tears open.
So he has a hadron collider underneath the
Come
city.
closer to the mic.
Underneath the city, right?
Yeah.
So he's like doing all these science experiments, but he messes up, and then he opens up the multiverse, which
Yeah.
is probably where your barber got this idea from.
Yes.
So that's the backstory of how the multiverse got opened.
Multiverse bar.
In that particular movie.
I don't
Because he had a
know.
hadron collider underneath. New
Like
York
there was a
City.
Marvel movie about
You've never
this.
seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Google it. What's the
good.
cover? How old is this thing?
Pretty old.
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah. Not like pretty old, but for in terms of what these movies are about. I think another one's coming out
Who was
soon.
the main Spider-Man for this one?
Miles Morales. This one.
Oh, the cartoon one.
Yes.
They could only make a black one if in a cartoon. Those
That's
fucking bastards.
definitely the
They
immediate
can't give you a live
sentiment.
action.
That's the immediate
They
sentiment.
can't give you a live action black guy.
Correct.
But anyway, so it happened there in this like animated one.
Yeah, so then
Okay.
they turn on the hadron collider. Then they
And there's someone in it.
yeah, they're like fighting inside the collider. They're
Yeah.
like
Oh,
going in
okay.
between universes and stuff like that.
I thought I was being all novel.
They ran the
They're like,
numbers.
oh, this was 4 or 5 years old.
They ran the
being
numbers and
comic.
they said live actions Black Spider-Man just won't. It just might not do the job.
It's just not gonna work, you guys. Look,
animated though.
Look, I'm as progressive as the next guy, but the numbers are they're the numbers. So.
I wonder how many black people were in the drawing. Or like we're drawing this.
Yeah, they're just going one shade darker than they
Yeah.
than they're allowed to. They're like, fuck it, man. Fuck them, man. This is how I'm gonna fucking
That's how I'm
protest.
gonna roll. When you start seeing
that
this
looks pretty
into
cool.
in
Oh
real life.
damn! They actually brought it and like animated it fully.
You know what's
That's what I'm
wild?
saying.
They
That's pretty
did
sick.
the whole story like this is the hadron collider, but it's the supervillain using the hadron collider
Now
for,
I
for his own personal benefit.
Dude, there is nothing now in movies and in like even Universal movies and shit, like crazy movies that are about space, that's like off the table in reality. Like we have this. We have a hydrogen collider or whatever. Hydroponic collider.
Yeah, but do we have a Spider-Man?
I mean, don't get
I
greedy.
mean, the original idea is the most far-fetched part. It's
Yes.
the guy with the thing coming out of the hand.
but I mean, it doesn't seem
That's
impossible.
the movie though.
I mean, that's Spider-Man.
That doesn't
No.
seem impossible is what I'm trying to say.
Spider-Man built web shooters.
Oh, in another one.
No, in the comics he built web shooters.
Yeah.
In the movie they made it come out of his hand.
Oh, so he never got bit by a spider in the comic.
No, he
did.
does. He
so,
just gets
so
the
then it was
spider
just a mild
senses.
infection, but he built
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
No, so-
minor infection.
He's like, oh!
he can heal.
He just got.
He's strong like a spider. He's got senses. He can.
but
stick
the web
to
thing was a
walls.
device.
Yes.
Ah.
because he's a
Also really-
genius.
High level shit.
High level
MIT,
genius.
top of his class.
He's
before he disappeared.
No, he's Hawking. He's basically Hawking level.
Listen, let's
He's almost done with it.
let's do that scene in every fucking like Jack Reacher or fucking and a movie, Tom Cruise movie that the guy's name is either John, Jack, or it's Jack Fury, Jack
Fury?
something. So like a lead man fucking
Okay.
name. Where
What's the scene here?
The general is telling people about how high level this guy was and why they got to find him. He used to be with the military, but now he's out at large and they got to find him because he's one of the smartest, most dangerous
So
men.
we're
And he's trying to
talking
break
about-
into the Pentagon to free America.
You
He's
and
still
I
a
are
good guy.
talking about Jack Reacher, John Reacher.
Yeah, like
You mean Jason Bourne?
Yeah, we're trying to recruit the guy. We're the two guys.
Wait, this was a movie too? You were describing Jason Bourne.
We're the two losers that are like, we got to get this guy.
Yeah. So I'm briefing. I'll be the general. I'll brief. You're like the fucking
Lackey.
You're like the top mercenary. You're
Okay,
like,
I'm the top.
That's like I don't give a fuck what he was. You know what I mean?
And then what's the like? Let's give it a bit more context. Like, okay, they're not just hunting. Like they're not mercenaries, just hunting dudes. They should be hunting like something else. It's funny.
No, they're hunting
They're hunting the guy,
evil MIT grad that's so smart.
but he's not evil. They're playing him off as evil for their own purposes, but he's actually trying to save America. It's always like that guy that like leaves. He was top of his class. He's never trying to destroy the country. He's really actually the good guy. You know, in other movies, he's always actually the good guy. His wife got killed in the line of duty, and he couldn't do it anymore. He faked his own death, but now he's one more time. Like it's always like something like that.
And I'm gonna say my character for some reason I'm cheating on my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to bring it up because I don't know how to talk about it.
Yeah,
And
you're just trying to get assigned to any traveling gig.
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
You think
It's the wrong.
You think he's in Cancun?
Yeah.
He's probably gonna start with Cancun.
Is it? Can I get? Can I get
Is it
transferred?
Argentina? You think
Yeah.
Buenos Aires?
I cheat.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, stop moving your hips like that.
Yeah.
Listen to me, all right? He's top of his class.
So what? Well, how long is the scene? We'll do like a minute.
Wow. Okay. So
Minute
Jack
scene.
Stevens.
You're the general.
He was
I'm a
the top of
badass
his-
mercenary. Go. Minute.
Jack Stevens, top of his class, 3 Purple Hearts, 1 certified King medal,
He sounds like a bitch.
but then he disappeared.
Oh.
Went off the grid. I guess we taught him too well. Your job is to find him before he fucks up America one more time.
Again.
He's
already fucked up America.
and we think he might actually be in this city right now.
Oh, he's here. He's local.
Yeah, no flights needed.
That's unfortunate.
Why is that?
I was thinking this was going to be like a out of the city sort of thing.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
I mean, I was hoping maybe a month or two if it's available, sir.
Okay, he might be in the greater province or state.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
maybe you wouldn't.
The state.
You'll still probably be able to come home every night.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, how many hours home? Would it be better for me to stay the night?
I mean, you would have to make a judgment call. I'm not really handling logistics here,
Yeah.
but we gotta save him, man. He's top of his class. I can't stress that enough.
Would it be my judgment, sir, or like the judgment of the government? Because like if I'm acting in the best interest of the government, I should probably stay the post. But if it's my best, like obviously my wife misses me. But if I'm being real, like to the flag, I should stay the night.
If you feel that you are doing your job more honestly for the people of America, then stay the night.
Okay. Do we have drones that have surveyed the surrounding states? Because maybe I can go on the ground.
We don't, but we have access to them.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean-
but you'll have to be here at the control center locally.
Yeah.
They don't do any remote work, so you'd have to stay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll find him.
Also, your wife's trying to get a hold of you right now. And some other lady.
That's awesome.
They're together.
They're together. They're actually here.
That's your new assignment.
They're actually outside.
There's a divorce lawyer present. He was top of his class too.
Are you sure I gotta stay? That's funny.
He did the Gibson divorce.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been thinking about Mel because I just got my hair cut like I was like, you know what? What women want? They don't want Mel.
That's so funny. What Jewish women
What
want.
Jewish women want.
Not Mel Gibson.
You know what's wild is how good Mel Gibson is in that movie.
Dude, Mel Gibson is one of the best actors out there. He's an incredible actor. You know?
He probably smells good too.
It's Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Though. I mean, that sounds like a fucking fragrance by Gucci.
Mel Gibson's the
Gibson.
typical guy that you're
Floral,
like,
strength.
I
wind.
don't know why you're making me feel less manly.
Gibson.
He whispers everything he says to his assistants,
Gibson.
just so they have to lean into.
Yeah. My God, you smell really good.
My God,
I actually have nothing to say.
it's called What Women Want.
Mel Gibson.
It'd be funny if you're an
Straight.
actor whose whole personality is around your
Anti-Semitism.
favorite movie that you ever did.
What?
Imagine you're being an actor who like you did a movie that you just really, really liked, and you like because I was editing the clips and shit. And I was like, I like watching these. I watched them, and you're just like Mel Gibson. You love What Women Want. Just bring it up all the time.
Yeah. Yo, have you guys seen what? No, we haven't.
Yeah.
We made like 14.
You're in like a
What
diner.
Women Want is literally like 98 or 2004.
Early
wasn't it?
2000s.
Yeah.
But like Mel Gibson in a diner, he's like, "Can I get apple pie?" You're like, yeah, sure. He's like, "Well, I ordered that in What Women Want." If you've ever
2000.
seen it.
Yeah. There
If
you
you've
go.
ever seen it,
What Women Want. That's so fucking
dude,
funny.
it's incredible. Helen Hunt.
Did not age well.
What do you mean? It's
No,
so good.
I'm not. Mel Gibson stardom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It was unfortunate. That's the power, man. Mel Gibson went down. It really goes to show that Jewish people do have a disproportionate amount of power just by the fact that when anyone says anything anti-Jewish, they fucking disappear.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone, dude. It's like they're like, oh, everyone's like, oh,
Where
he's
do
a
you
prize.
think-
Stay away. This guy's fucking radioactive. Get away from him.
Where do you think they learned that? The Italians.
What do you mean?
It's a classic Italian move.
To do what?
Just disappear people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stallone,
Just get rid of people.
Malone.
Maloney?
I'm just saying, baloney.
You know
Ferrari.
You know what interests me about this shit is think about what women want as a film concept today. There's no market. Like, what changed about people where they
Like,
just...
what do you mean, women?
Yeah,
Like, it's just already in the first inception phase. They're like, hit the brakes. What they want.
what do you... Yeah.
Now that's the new
What do you
name
mean
of it.
what women want? Which women? All
What
women...
heteros want?
Like, even, but just the market for, like, a Mel Gibson rom-com.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
you can't-
Rom-coms are kind of out.
You can't build... But, they make a lot of money.
Look at this.
They do.
Look at this description here.
A cocky, chauvinistic advertising executive
Yes.
magically acquires the ability to hear what women are
They
thinking.
didn't even audition people. They just asked Mel Gibson.
Yeah, it's called an offer. You know what I mean? A lot of these big movies,
Dante.
they need the lead. They'll audition everybody, but the lead has to be a name for the studio to even be behind it.
Yes.
It's like it's 30, 40 million. It's got to be fucking these 6 guys.
Oh, I bet-
ideally these 2.
I bet this movie's budget was, let me guess.
It's got to be at least 10. I mean,
At
look
least,
it up. Look it
I'm
up.
going to say a total of $15 million was spent making that, and they probably made 100 plus.
Let's see.
Rom-coms, look at the highest grossing rom-coms of all time. They're cheap to make,
Yeah,
my
that's
friend.
why people 65 million.
Damn.
Yeah, and 50 was to fucking Mel.
Wait a
probably.
second. North American domestic gross 182, dude.
Yeah, I mean, even that's
Worldwide it made 374?
that's
Incredible.
a solid ROI.
That's the type
But
of
for the
ROI that makes Gibson a made guy.
No, 70 and making 182 domestic. That's
how
like
much did it
that's
take
like
to make?
2.5. That's not that good by if you
sorry.
look at what it is now.
I didn't see the budge. I didn't realize it was $70 million to make. They overspent.
Type in the most profitable movie of all time.
Oh, good
that
question.
not like
big budget.
Avengers?
The most profitable
actually-
big budget. Avengers, they're 200 million and they make 1.2 billion.
So
Harry Potter actually might.
Well,
look it up. Let's
I
look
was
it up. What,
gonna
what
say-
would you guess?
My guess for most profitable
Because it's
movie
going to
of
be a
all time.
$500,000 movie that made 80 million.
No.
That will be the most profitable.
Well, because
movie,
it just has to
probably,
be the
by
ratio.
percentage.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to be the amount.
So I'm saying big budget movie, the most profitable.
it's got to be the Avengers.
I don't even know. It might be Titanic.
for me, I'm gonna say I believe the most profitable movie was the first Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, see, this now, the fact that that's way left field makes me think you've Googled this before.
Well, it might be though,
and
just
you
because
know
the
this shit.
budge,
No,
man.
but it's because the budget was so small.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like mathematical phenomena.
Yes.
It cost 300 to make. It made 20 million.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about those.
They
I'm
made
talking
it
about
like their
like a
cousins.
big studio movie that was fucking.
So
the
a
most
budget-
profitable. But let's see. Let's see. It'll
50
be-
million plus budget.
Aquaman.
No. They're
No,
just
but highest
promoting.
grossing. But then we
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
they
also
say-
look up the fucking budget.
Avatar.
They say when a
Avatar.
Gone with the Wind adjusted with inflation is like the largest fucking whatever.
Wait. So
stupid shit.
Avatar is the highest grossing. But Avatar.
That's what I say with Gone with the Wind.
Wait. So there we go. So do they show their budgets too?
They're bajillinas.
I mean, I
Super
guess,
Mario Brothers. How much has it made? Go up again? Holy Christ! Whoa!
Wow, that's crazy. That movie just came out like 3 months ago.
$1 billion, baby.
Or 2 months ago. The Avatar. The Way of Water 1.
Man, they're wild.
Yeah, see,
They could've-
Titanic. It might, but Titanic was a massive budget. I'm pretty sure that shit was.
Yeah.
Look up what was the Titanic's budget and what was Avatar's budget.
They should be on Super Mario 6
up.
by now.
I know, man. Super Mario 64 is such a great game.
Ridiculous. You could play that on
200
Switch.
200 back in the 90s, man. Wow. And
200
Avatar.
million to make 2 billion.
I know. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's
10 times.
good.
That's pretty solid. But that's till now. That's over 2 decades. But I bet you they fucking got that
re-releases
back in
as
3
well.
months.
There's been re-releases as well. I know the Avatar 1 got re-released during.
Yeah, see, these ones, they take half a decade to a decade to make, and they just make any of them that make hundreds of millions or that cost hundreds of millions are gonna break that high fraction of $1 billion to $1 billion. That always happens. But I'm interested in the ones that got high 100 millions from like 8 million budget. you
See,
know?
but James
like, let's look
Cameron.
at the list. What's the lowest budget one
James
on this
Cameron
list?
says that Avatar 2
Yeah.
needed to be like the third or fourth highest grossing movie of all time to break even, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, because they're saying the budget's 400, but they got to break even pretty much. In my mind, you got to break even off domestic sales, and then everything else is gravy because they have all these licensing deals. They're making only pieces of the pie,
toys.
You
and shit.
gotta break off domestic. But yeah, let's see here. Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun came out of the gates, boys.
Oh man, one of the best. That's actually one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is. I'd say, except that Cialis sex scene they got in there,
Yeah,
where Tom
I know.
Cruise just rubbing
He's
noses.
just smiling. He's just.
I don't even know that
smiling.
actress's name.
And you don't need to.
Yeah.
Actually, she's pretty known. Yeah, these are all really big budget movies. Except for, did I see Minions was one of the highest of all time?
No.
Yeah. Look, number 25.
Wow. Is
What-
Fast
what's
and
a
Furious
budget for
in any of
Minions?
these?
It's right here. Number
Hey, I love that for them, you know?
That's the
Number
first
7.
Fast and the
Get
Furious?
it? No,
Number
that's the
7.
fate.
Oh, the
That's
fate
number
of the
7.
That's number
Furious.
8.
Oh, number 7's up there. Damn, they got a couple.
Frozen 2.
Yeah, Frozen.
I've never seen Frozen. Is it good?
I'll never watch it.
Yeah.
If you have a daughter, you'll watch it every day on repeat for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that was Pocahontas growing up with my little
Dude.
sister.
Little kids,
Have you ever seen Office
Committed.
Space where they beat the shit out of the printer until it breaks?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Dude, you got to watch Office Space. Such a fucking good movie. But me and my brother did that to a VHS of Pocahontas.
Till it broke?
Yeah. Like we literally just
Just
beat
took
it
it-
until
took out
because
your
my sister was
puberty?
watching Pocahontas every day for like
Let
a
her
year and a
live,
half
dude.
or something like that.
Let her live.
Every day. We
Why
fucking
you
just
hating
went
on
at it.
sis?
I know. Yeah, little
What'd
kid
you
shit.
watch every day? Nothing.
Nothing.
That's why you resented her. She had a thing.
Nothing.
God.
Yeah, exactly. God, I hate purpose.
This is why women struggle, dude, because of your decision solely.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking caveman, like, you have stick, I know stick, I break stick.
I love stick. Give me a stick, baby.
Give me a stick, babe.
You freaking jack
A
for
good
the
stick at a dog park is incredible.
dude.
I feel like I have a fucking...
I think I'm gonna
don't
get a
even know what
dog
it is.
soon.
Dude, it's the best.
I like a puppy.
I love it.
Speaking of that, I was thinking because if I travel, you freaking jack for the tour or what?
Man,
Saw Ed World last night.
you saw what?
Ed World.
Sick. What'd
Yeah,
he
he's
say?
like, hey, I'm
Where'd
coming.
you see him?
At Yucks.
Oh, okay,
he was
sick.
on the show.
Oh, fuck yeah. Did he fucking handle it?
He did good. Yeah, he
That's my boy.
he was saying I'm coming to out west with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know that.
No, I just forgot the dates. He said he's there an extra day. He's gonna figure something out.
Yeah, so what I think is I'm gonna book the Airbnb for that extra day. We're gonna fly out at night and then just let him crash because we have a show at let's say 7 or 8 p.m. on Sunday. I might not even add a show. Like if Vancouver sells out, I'm leaving Sunday as like an extra day. But if we do it, then we're going to be sitting there all day. If we check out of our place 10 a.m. and we have an 11 p.m. flight, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
So it's like if we have a fucking place, we can hang out
Oh,
all the way at
are you
base
are you
till
gonna do your crazy airport shit with me and the travel here? Like you're gonna go like 10 minutes before the flight? What's the deal?
Yeah, the Sunday is going to be aggressive if we put a show there, which I'm planning to put.
What do you mean aggressive?
Like, we'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be fine.
So that's
it's a domestic flight. It's a domestic
I'm
flight.
gonna say to you when you say we'll be fine before you even explain the details.
Yeah.
My brain goes maybe we won't be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
That's the only shit people say when they make want somebody to be worried.
Show at 7.
Make one somebody be
Show
worried.
kicks off 7:30. Show ends at 9. We got our bags with us.
What time's the flight?
11:10.
Oh yeah, we were fine.
We're fine. So there you go.
Domestic?
Yeah.
Dude.
We show up fucking at
God,
10.
my arms are tired.
We show up. Yeah. We show up at 10.
Frick, I'm
We're
tired.
Gucci. We're Gucci.
I feel like that's the only phrase that legit makes people worry. Hey, don't worry about this. Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Now I'm hella worried.
Now I'm fucking panicked.
How's the corporate life these days?
You know what? It's a lot
And
of
how'd
work.
you get them to give you off all of like June like that? That's high level shit.
I'm not off. I'm working.
I know, but still,
I'm-
just be. Do most people work remotely?
No,
Yeah,
no one does what I do.
and it's high season too, isn't it for them?
Well, it's just that I will do the work. And I also said to them, like, I'm 3 hours behind. So it actually works to my benefit. So I can get the work done actually early for myself in the day
Yeah.
and be done.
Exactly.
And it just works out. It's hard, though. I'm starting to realize, like, I'm right at this point where I need to commit all of my time to this, but there's a balance of like the way I was raised, the type of lifestyle I like to live, and comedy's hard here to make money and shit. But I think it's also like content and this and
you're gonna make At one point, the numbers are gonna look like it's never gonna be. Oh, this thing is making it alone. I can turn this off.
Yes.
There's always gonna be a bridge where you're just gonna have fate is gonna have to bridge that gap for you. But there's gonna be a point where it's like I'm 85% there. I'm ready to. I'll do that 15% like bridge when I'm out in the ether. Like. Cut this thing.
My lady is very strategic, very smart strategically, and she's like, you just need a plan for when you want to not work in a corporate job, because, you know, she sees all the comics and like what the work everyone does and stuff, and she's like, it's a lot of work that you have to do, and making money is not easy. So I almost need like a really good reason to not be working, where it's like, yeah, okay, there's too much work to do, can't tour, because if I can't tour, it's like,
see, but look, when we do this tour. You're going to have firm numbers in your head of the cost of travel.
But how many times did you tour last year?
Like nationwide once.
Nationwide. Hey. You're a car company.
Damn right. Avis. Find us everywhere. Actually, that's funny. I went to Thunder Bay, and they're like at the end of Enterprise Rental. They go, oh, can you fill out a survey? Actually, we're actually the highest rated enterprise in the world.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, because you're pushing this survey. It's
Yes.
the ugliest little fucking enterprise in
All
an
they
airport.
do is ask.
They're pushing hard, big smiles.
Yeah.
Dude, there's meetings on meetings on meetings of people being like, we got to get these surveys out.
Up 5
I'll
stars.
Please. I'll give you a Mazda 3.
Please.
2006.
It's like just for a 5-star rating? How
Yes.
does that work financially?
you-
We don't even know. Just fucking here's the keys.
I'll give you 100,000 kilometers
Yeah.
on a Mazda 3. For the love of God.
But you'll see.
Survey.
You're gonna go on tour, and then you'll have some numbers in your head, and then you'll be like, and then you could formulate that plan.
Honestly, a part of it is too the type of person that I am. I think that I like to have this.
Go
like-
on.
I like to have this like, oh, my plate is fucking so full, but
Yeah.
it's like an illusion.
But the tour will fill up your fucking plate.
Plate will be full.
Yeah.
But also, what I'm
nonstop,
realizing
'cause
is
it's two people's jobs.
you always got to.
Like Mike Rita hit me up. He goes, "Who's your fucking?" Because I dropped all those dates. He's like, "Who's your booking agent?" I'm like, "Oh, I just do it myself." He's like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keep at it, G." You know what I mean? Nobody's like, "Who's doing that alone?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm getting myself out more than fucking these agents are. Because I'm doing a lot of like the agents, they want a very legitimate place that has they want to only work with kind of, we'll say, approved and historic vendors.
Yes.
So they're not doing all this fucking due diligence of trying to find new venues. They don't even know, like, okay, can you show me a picture of the stage? Can you show me pictures of comedy happening here before? Can I bring a spotlight? They're not asking these questions. They're like, what does it seat?
Dude, if we were sitting here in like the 80s and you had a big afro, we would be talking about how fucking we're about to start CNBC or some shit. That's how it started.
Yeah. Half of this shit started like this. Like, we'll handle it. No, there's a lot of con men out there now. I wouldn't want to see you getting gypped. I wouldn't want to. He's like, yeah, you're the fucking con man, dude.
So let me just jip you.
It's
Yeah,
also-
exactly. So just give me 30%, and I will call and send some emails.
I think what's tricky is trusting your work ethic. You're like, okay, I'm not going to work this job, because with a job, there's like consequences if you don't do the work. So somebody's going to say, hey, idiot, you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas with comedy,
It's
like,
all down to willpower,
yeah, with comedy, it's all willpower. And, you know,
self-policing.
if somebody doesn't say to you, hey, we want you to come out here more, you get down on yourself. Like, the thing is, I appreciate with the corporate job, there's like an emotionally stable safety net.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, if I had a bad night in comedy, yeah, I can keep pushing, because it's like I'm doing it also off the side of my desk kind of thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. I just
You got to make a jump. At some point, if you're really like, this is what I want to do.
Couldn't do that job and comedy. To do both. In my mind, I was like, I need more than one human's worth of life force to do both these things, and one has to go. And even though all the money is going with one of them, that was the short term one.
Yeah.
And this is the long term one.
Well, the thing is, it's difficult to do everything maximum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was fucking trying to do that shit for a while.
You can't really do it.
I think next year, if everything goes good and I get a lot of dates without even possibly, I mean, hopefully the visa goes through and then I can start dipping into America and doing like a 50 to 100 seat room in New York, 100 seat room in LA, 100 seat room in.
You know what's going to happen? Actually, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you. Let me keep setting it up. Let me keep telling you. I'm going to tell you right now what it is.
AIDS?
No. Is it butt AIDS? No, what's going to happen is there's so many people that are going to leave in the next 12 months from our scene into New York.
Not 12, 18. Say 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
18
I actually
to 12.
don't see a lot of people leaving the next
Son of a
12 months.
bitch.
Yeah.
Same amount.
No, actually.
Within
18,
2 years.
I think they're all leaving in that
Within
12
2
to
years.
18.
Within 2 years.
Yeah.
Within
Okay.
2
Yeah.
years.
Oh, that changed everything.
Change everything.
Yeah.
So with those people leaving,
Yes.
there's going to be a slight shift because all of these Canadians now do content, and all of them go down to the States and now have a leg. There's the Keith Pagers, all these like now guys that aren't like Ryan Long level or Che. They're in between.
Yeah.
So the bridge is starting to form.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Danny's going to go down there. All these guys are going to go down there. And it's literally going to be much simpler for people that have put the work in. That can say, hey, I can do 30. I can do 40 minutes. That like when I first started, I did not understand what the path was. I was like, oh, I just want to do this. I want to be really good at it. But now it's almost like you get scared because you're like, oh, this is like a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I could do this with like my life.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, holy shit.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing like, yo, next year, just in Canada, if I do it right, I will be able to meet my level of income when I was 25 when I left engineering, 6 figures in San Francisco. I can equal it. It took 8 years of grinding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to me, that's a pretty big fucking milestone.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
thought it would take 10 plus. But from there, it just becomes exponential. It's not linear. The corporate world is linear. You go linear within a company, then you have to switch companies to do a big jump, but then now you're back to the linear model. And then you've got to switch companies to do a big jump, and then you're back to the linear. Whereas this is just a function of your growth.
You know what's tricky with the corporate stuff is that if you have that comedy in you, that comedian in you, there's just so many parts of yourself that don't get fulfilled in that environment.
Dude, I felt like I was... First of all, the anxiety for me was through the roof.
Yeah, you got
because I'm
that.
already an anxious person now, like...
Side of hash browns with anxiety.
Yeah, like crazy anxiety and feeling like very closed off too. Like I never can really express my opinion how I want, even though I'm working with American dudes. So it's like it's better than working
It's
in
cool,
Canada.
yeah, I
it was
get
better
you.
in Michigan. It's definitely more relaxed than here, but still very corporate. Very like this system must be followed, and if you want to make this joke, don't do it in front of the client. And it feels so free now.
Well,
but if you don't get the money right, then it's like just like, oh, I feel like I could do anything, but like you can't afford rent. You're not contributing to your fucking household. No, all that shit falls apart too.
My thing is sales. So you're making a lot of calls.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is just the smallest part of who I am. Like I can talk to you and get you on the right thing and convince you of like, hey, I could take somebody who's really angry and bring them into not being so angry, just whatever. But that on repeat for a bunch is just like, damn.
That's what AI is for.
Yeah.
These are the like cold calls, all that shit.
Yeah.
That is what
my
it's
God,
coming
yeah.
to replace that bullshit.
Yeah.
Anything that AI can
you need
quickly
a person,
replace. Yeah, you need a person right after the AI. What's it called? What's
Calms
the
them
word?
down.
What's the word when you substantiate a lead?
Like they're qualified, I guess.
Qualified.
Yeah, you qualify them.
Qualifying leads, that's an AI's task. Now
Yes.
give you qualified leads to a human.
Well,
right?
but the thing is, we already have a part of that. The trick is humans. So if I'm like, okay, this MacBook, and we're selling MacBooks, somebody can be qualified based on the criteria if they check a few boxes, but like, I don't check the boxes. Like, I can get to this meeting and be like, hey, you said you wanted this, this, and this, and this. And you get there and you're like, nah, I just wanted more information. Like, human beings are tricky. That's why a salesperson's like, I'll have a great conversation with somebody, and then it's like, it seems like they want to buy, and a younger salesperson would be like, oh, they're a great prospect. And an older salesperson would be like, they're stringing you
Nothing's
along.
gonna happen.
Nothing's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
Because of the way the
But
signals.
that's the actual execution. That's closing the sale. That's where the
Well,
human is.
It's all part of it. So I think that would be high-level AI to be able to really qualify.
Yeah. If someone's like, I just want to buy it, AI can even close them, right?
Easy.
But like most people, AI humans will close, and then being like, "Hey, did you actually fill this out?" Yes.
Yes.
Are you actually want to speak with someone because we have one in stock? Yes. Human. You know what I mean?
Right
Hey,
now-
did you fill this out? No response. No.
The equivalent to that
Check
right now
back
is
in 48
like
hours.
self-serve, when you can just like grab the tickets yourself or whatever. Like we ask a few questions, okay, here, click here. That's the equivalent to it right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll be able to have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, and then people are gonna be like, I just can't wait till the AI is great. I know it's gonna switch where like soon when you call, it's gonna be like, okay, like let's say you call Fido to talk about to make a complaint. I feel like AI is who you want to actually talk to because there's no bias shit. And then it's gonna be like, we will transfer you to a human being. No, just stay on the line. You know what I mean? Hey, this is Daryl. Well, how can I help you? Fuck.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Shit.
He knows my shit. It's Daryl again.
Hi, this is Automated Bot 13. Feel free to make a note of my bot number and refer to it if any complaints are made in the future. How may I help you today?
You're like,
hello,
fuck
bot.
you, bot 3. I cannot respond to said comment. I am an AI gen.
Can I just say that I love all AI? Thank you very much for the comment. Now, how can I help you today?
How much tip would you like to leave? Like, tip.
Tip. What the
What the
fuck?
fuck is this? God.
So you're actually like working right now, huh?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of emails and calls that have accumulated?
What's
or what?
crazy is I do the most.
Big balls, bro.
Something like that.
You got to use them somehow.
Well, I think that's my anxiety is like, I don't want them to be like, hey, no, you can't go on the tour. Because they look at the activity that I do and they're like, well, you do the work.
Yeah.
So even when I was in New York, I worked and I was still leading the activity there. And I did not want to be working, but
you do.
I just do it. Because I mean,
I have a lot of friends like that
just
who are
calls, dude.
They're great. If you are great at your job and they don't even want to fucking begin the process of trying to replace you,
Or like trying to fix your whatever.
you get away with a lot of shit. Like I have a buddy who works at Apple. He comes in at 11, he leaves at 3, and his whole team says loudly, "Oh, you're leaving already?" And it's like, you guys will never get that. If you are critical, it doesn't matter. You guys think like, I'm gonna win by being here on time. Hey, boss, I'm here early and I leave late. No, it's fucking what you are doing with the hours you are there.
I think that now more today than ever that's more relevant because you got so used to working at home.
Yeah, and just doing the number system. I'm here on time. Why am I getting fired? I come on time and I leave on time. It's like, you're useless when you're here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Useless for 8
You're
hours.
dead weight. You're dead weight.
And dude, the office space.
That's that old union shit. Like, I do my hours. I showed up. How am I being fired? Well, you kind of suck. You don't do nothing.
Certain office spaces, like I work in a sales environment, so it's almost like a bullpen of people making calls. That's like, okay, people are really doing work. But I know a lot of corporate environments, and sometimes mine, where it's like you're kind of just there to be seen and, have coffee and stuff.
That was my old environment, which is one of the things I hated because I was like,
just tough.
I'm the one that's doing the work, but then there's other guys that just don't do the work, so I have to end up doing their work. I'm like, yo, like, pick up the slack, but they're just like, I have my 8 hours, clock in, clock
Everyone
out.
has their own speeds too. Like I work to stop working, so if I can get it done as fast as I possibly can, great. Where some people work just to keep on doing it. So there's like different, and in 10 years, and 20 years, and 15 years, it's going to change, man. Like people are going to be like, oh, what do you want to work? What hours do you want to give us? We're hiring you because you can do these things.
I remember we'll probably just wrap up. Oh, sick. When I was working as an engineer, program manager in an engineering sales office, 20 employees, mostly top sales guys, couple account managers, some program managers. We just are project managers. And a couple designers. So Chrysler will say, we're making a part for Chrysler's Jeep Wrangler. It's a tank. And they say, hey, we ran your model. There's some environment issues, as in like it's going to hit another component in our car. So you're going to have to chamfer off this corner. So I got to go to these designers. Hey, top left corner, we gotta cut this off. So these designers that I've been dealing with are like, I'm actually working on a lot of Tom's stuff. If just ask Tom if this is high priority, just ask him and I'll start on yours. I asked Tom, he starts. Then we got this bitch named Joy. Ironically, her name is Joy.
Joy.
Unenjoyable. She came from GM as a designer in-house. Huge company, 10,000 employees, whatever the fuck. Full union kind of vibe. Now these designers are working on some other stuff, so I got to go to Joy. Now, I go to her with the same thing, and I know what needs to be done is like 30 minutes. But to enter Team Center, which is fucking the Chrysler, whatever the program, it fucks up sometimes. So give them double the time. So it might take 2 hours if you got shit going on by the end of the day. This chick, she'd be like, no matter what you give her, she'd be like, I'd be like, so how long you think you need? She'd be like, it could be 4 hours. It could be 3 days. It could be a week.
Jesus.
And she's a career. She's like 50.
Yeah.
She knows exactly
how long.
How long?
She's done this every day of her life for the
does
fucking
this
last
union thing of
5
like
decades.
whatever you give me, this must occupy 2 days of my time. And I'm just like,
Knows
holy
the system.
fuck! Imagine trying to get this type of shit in a hole. I bet you this is why the GMs in this, they'll never beat the international OEMs. Because this type of mentality is a fucking American thing.
It weighs you down.
Yeah.
It stops all fucking
Progress
and innovation just gets stifled. It's a halt on innovation.
That's why we're doing this shit.
right here. We're changing the system up, bro.
Doing it
One
up
time she came
ourselves.
and yelled. The only yelling match that ever happened in that office was her. She came. I'm in my little cubicle. She goes, "What the fuck?" She comes. My Scott, my manager, he runs over like, "Yo, what the fuck?" She got fired quickly after this.
No
dude.
kidding.
Yeah, she was like, she didn't last off. She was useless. She was absolutely useless. But she came and started yelling at me because I pretty much was like, "Hey, this needs to get done. This is not a lot of work. You have to change the radius of this fucking side, you useless bitch." Like, I didn't say that, but I was like, and she comes and fucking starts yelling at me, "Do not this, do not that." And everyone's like, Jesus. All the older guys like, "Yo, I heard Joy fucked you up." And we're in the ping pongs back there. That fat bitch is done, dude. They got rid of her quick. She was just, when you bring people from that work environment into like regular, like, go, make that update, do this. It's like fucking just like a cinder block in the middle of like, you stink. Your progress. The worst case scenario for her was to come work at a place like this, because you stick out like a sore thumb. Like, you're done.
Well, engineers do.
Your days are over. But engineers at GM, they know their pace. They know that we just did this meeting. We're gonna meet in 1 week. That means I got 2 days before I really got to start working on this stuff. It's a giant company. There's a lot of like cushion. You know where you can relax and disappear.
Yeah.
Small companies, go. Like, I can't do it other way. Besides that, it's got to be small or nothing at all.
That's us.
That's what she said.
That's another fucking app.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, when does this drop? This drops Friday, right?
This Friday?
Yes.
I could try that, yeah.
Yeah, at least the audio has to drop this Friday. I
yeah.
mean, right? So Red Deer, Alberta, Calgary, Alberta, and motherfucking Edmonton, Alberta. We will be there June 8th, 10th,
coming.
and 11th. And then after that, BC, Tofino, Nanaimo, Gibsons, Vancouver.
Incredible.
The week after that, we'll see you then.
Close but way off.
Close but way off. Myself and motherfucking Paul Chicchio in the house.
Dante in the booth.
Let's do it. Dante might even come out just to say what's up. Woo. We'll see what happens. Is it in the budget? Probably not.
But peace.
Okay, till next time. Peace.